Hey everyone, my name is Gunther and welcome back to another episode of Surviving the Abyss. In our last episode, we got our base set up and I'm quite happy with it. And in today's episode, I think our goal is to expand further. We left off, we are in a little bit of a food situation. We need to set out some more oxygen generators in order for our base to continue to grow. We're in a situation where it's not looking so hot, so we need to make sure we get it set up and running. That being said, I do like to have things symmetrical, and I think that'll work out perfectly. We have quite a bit of resources as well. It looks like we're kind of setting up really well. So we need to set down another building stockpile. Now, the really cool thing with our stockpiles is I actually don't think it takes a whole lot of resources to build, and it's a global resource container, which means that even though it's here, we can put it anywhere. We can set up some bases. We don't really have to worry too much about it because it'll just keep on coming through. So that's always a good way of going about it. And we do have our first few fishes that we're going to begin cloning again. So let's see what we can get from that. We are in a situation, we just don't have enough, we don't have enough crew. In fact, we still have an injured crewman too. 9 days, it's so long. It's just so long. All right, so our goal today is to send out an expedition to a nearby biome. Speaking of, we have our little map. So this is the map of the area. It seems quite large, but I have a feeling it's going to be a little misleading. And then we have our biomes that are surrounding. And considering we've been working our way north, I do think this might be a good biome to kind of search for. Coral reef. If I'm not mistaken, coral reefs are, I can't remember, I think they're more resource intensive. So we can kind of look at that. We do need to build what do we need to build? We need to build somewhere around here, a submarine factory in order for us to power this. We do have the power for it, if barely, and we do have the oxygen. My only concern is I don't think we have enough people for it. Hang on, we need to get the oxygen flowing because we're going to run out of food shortly. So let's pull one person off our basic research, and then we will pull another person off our cloning lab. We'll take the hit, but that's going to get us level at least for now. Level for now. So let's hope that we'll get some good people in and we'll go from there. Inbox, I'm in need of conductive materials for the next stage of my research. This could really open the door for how we spend power around the base. I can make do with lower quality metals, but I believe this could really make a difference. We don't have any copper, so I guess we're just going to go ahead and give them 30 iron, which we don't really use a whole lot of. We have gained 50 research points from that as well, which is always fantastic. Speaking of research, we do have enough to unlock tier 2. But before we do that, is there anything I want to pick up? Alloy furnaces, which will allow us to convert iron into steel, which we kind of need. Nothing for power. We've already set up the hospitals. We could kind of go for the protein harvester. Might be something that's worth it. The garden dome or the mess hall. So this is a unique situation. So the mess hall provides recreation for a crew, which is kind of fantastic. We need recreation. That's what's going to keep our crew kind of happy. And trust me, we want to keep our clones happy. We don't want a clone uprising on our hands. But the other thing is it takes our lower quality food, and it just means that they can eat it with no detrimental health effects, which I guess calls into question, by eating lower quality food, are they harming themselves? Which is kind of concerning. So we do need to consider that. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to research our outpost. I think this is going to be a little bit more important for us. It's going to allow us to set up another base, an off-site base, if you will, at another biome, which will be very helpful. And I think that we're going to go ahead with that. We'll wait for the rest of the research to come through and then try to unlock research tier 2. And I think we're doing okay. We got Lisa Bradley, but we did fail another one, which is unfortunate. But we can make that work, and I think that's going to help to replenish our staffing. And we are barely hanging on, but maybe we can assign another one. So let's see here. Do we have anybody? We have 2 people working in the hospital, so let's transfer out 1. And that's going to get our food situation taken care of, albeit for a short period of time. Frank Barfoot, that's a unique name. All right, let's send up a few more. Hope for the best. And we'll just, it's like a machine. We're just churning out a bunch of clones. Now, we do have an idle mining ship. So let's reassign and let's build up our submarine factory. So I think we can build our submarine factory. I want to build it. We'll build it right here. We'll take advantage of this little diagonal port, and then we'll get some power over. And we really only need one person to work. That's it. Just one person. So hopefully we can we can get another person that way. We do also need to set down another living quarter. They are getting angry with us. We don't have enough housing, which is going to eat into our oxygen demands. We have one. Okay, we can make that work. Let's see who we can steal or borrow temporarily anyway to get them out. Yeah, see, like their health is going down. It must be because of the food they're eating, sustenance. Interesting. So just by eating low quality food, they're actually hurting some. Oh my goodness, they're actually hurting themselves because of that, which is never a good sign. Let's put. Why can't we assign? Oh, they have a higher health than everybody else. I don't see the problem. I really don't. But we can move Prash over to the factory, and we failed that cloning. It is what it is. Less than a day. Come on, hurry up. In the meantime, might as well continue expanding our electrical network. It is to eating into our steel a little bit, and I think we do have enough research. So we will unlock research tier 2. Gives us a bunch of research and genetic information, but not a whole lot else. We can unlock submarine command, which just automates the repairs and allows exploration submarines to be sent within its area of effect. Oh, that's kind of nice. It's a little bit easier. But this is really what I'm looking for. Modern living quarters, which same amount of oxygen, double the power, but hey, we do need to cut down on our oxygen use, but it's going to store 8 people. It's going to house 8 people. So I think that's going to be the best option for us. So we should rush for that. In the meantime, we finally healed Prash. Let's see if I can figure out where he is. It's the only guy with 100 health. There he is. We'll take him, and we are going to build ourselves an exploration submarine. So it is going to take a little bit, quite a bit of time actually, but we should be okay. In the meantime, I think the next thing we want to unlock, which I think is only 30 science, is going to be 60 science. It's going to be the alloy furnace, and that's going to help to satisfy our scrap steel, because I don't really think we have a whole lot of scrap steel coming in. Do we even have any out there? It doesn't look like we have any out there, so let's see if we can maybe find something. Doesn't look like it. Quartz glass, which I think we're pretty much full on right now. Steel. Okay, there we go. But we don't have enough subs, of course. We will unassign one, and we'll assign another. How is there one person still unhoused? That seems a little awkward. I feel like we didn't build enough to warrant that, but okay, whatever. We can make do with that. We are not harvesting any more iron because we have run out of space, so we do need to set down another stockpile. And we have our first exploration sub. So in order to send out an exploration sub, it's pretty easy actually. What we're going to do is we're going to select the biome that we want to explore. So in this case, we'll do this coral reef like we mentioned. And we have to assign 3 crew members in order to make it work. So it's based off of success rate. So in order to guarantee success rate, we have to assign 3 people, which I think we can make work. We have more than enough coal, so let's maybe just assign one of those as well. And we'll send this up, and it just goes off and does its own little thing, goes out into the darkness, and, you know, we'll pray that it makes it there okay. It is a little slow moving. There we go. It's off, and he's going to help us to expand our base. Now, in order for us to do that, we have to make sure, we do have enough resources to expand the outpost, so that's fantastic. 7 crew are malnourished. That's okay. We can work with that. All right, so here's how we do this. We are going to set out. There's some rocks in the way. There's a submarine in the way. Okay, so we'll put this guy right here. Now, the construction guys are going to go off and do their own little thing. We do have an inbox. A critical malfunction has occurred in our power generator. Malfunctions occur when buildings are not fully staffed, and the building will need to be repaired before it can be used again. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think it's gonna mess up our O2. Yeah. Great. Goodness gracious. And it would be a risky endeavor to try to expand our main base to this new biome. Instead, we could set up an outpost and establish a second base of operations. Build an outpost in a nearby biome and connect it to the transport network by building a dock. I wonder, does this actually take any upkeep? So the really cool thing about outposts is they generate their own power, and to run a series of light towers across would just be not very effective. So I wonder if it would make more sense for us to set up like to kind of do like just a bunch of what's the word I'm looking for? Just a bunch of those outposts instead. Something maybe to kind of toy around with. Now, the other thing is the flare will only last so long, so we have to make sure that we get everything set up beforehand. Now, the other thing that we could do with our exploration sub is we can assign points of interest. So points of interest don't take as many staff, so I think we can go ahead and assign, where is it? We had somebody working in the submarine facility. But I guess not anymore. Weird. Okay, well, we'll send somebody from the cloning lab. And they'll go off and do their own little thing. The new outpost is too far away for our tunnels to reach, and we'll need a way to get crew between the bases. So this is where it's going to tell us to build a dock. And fancy that, we already have our own little dock. So let's go ahead and we'll place a dock on there, and we also need to set up a material outpost. I don't know why it does, but it does extend our overall material limit, so I'm okay with that. Now, we've searched the brine pool and found out it's a death trap for any creature that gets too close. We should investigate to see if any interesting species have fallen victim to this one. So we can gather research data or ignore it. I don't see there any harm in gathering the research data, which we will use to unlock our alloy furnace, and that's going to fix our steel issue. Now, we can get reinforced drill bits, which allows us to harvest aluminum and copper using our subs, but I've never really found any of that out and about, so I think that that's okay. We're not really facing too much from that perspective. We could go for an oil drill, which is another form of fuel, a little bit more efficient than coal. But I think the next step, and something that we maybe should focus on, is actually going to be the nutritional paste production or protein harvester. Let's do the protein harvester. We do need to get some high quality food, 1 per 4 hours. Did they update this? They did update this. It used to be by seconds. Now it's by hours. Interesting. Oh, that's really cool. That's a nice small little update. Can't go wrong with that. One generator without power lines. Oh, you know what that is? That's going to be our new centers that we've just set up. We can also send out another one. We found a sunken plane. So let's go ahead and assign another guys. We'll take it from our cloning lab. I guess it's not so bad. And we've gained 3 more crew members. How's it doing for our food? We are still hanging in from a food perspective. All right, so we have picked up a distress signal coming from a nearby biome, and we should send an expedition and locate its source. Use the submarine command window to send an exploration submarine to the signal. Where is said distress signal? Way far off in the distance. Oh, that's not very nice. You think they could have set it up a little bit closer. Now we need to figure out our food situation, and we have a series of habitats. We actually have 2 habitats. I wonder if that's right here. I wonder, because if we set up a habitat, we also need to set up a marine stabilizer, and it might be just enough room for us to get 2 over there. Now, in order for us to do this, we do need to set up one of two things, like I mentioned. We could set up not a sonar tower, but a light tower. It's as far as we can go right there. Or we would need to put it right there, because I think we need to get the tube to go all the way across. Let's... You know what? Let's set it up right there, and we'll risk the resources for that. We have found a World War II era fighter plane. It's small, but it could contain some useful salvage. We could gather research or exploit it for resources. Let's exploit it for resources. We found 15 aluminum. Wow, that's really nice. And we have our resource center over here. So what are we dealing with here? We have a two common habitats. Fantastic. So this actually might work a little bit better. Might look a little bit better for us. So what we can do is we can set up a marine stabilizer. Why is that not working? Why can't we set that up? There we go. Why is this? Oh, there's a giant rock in the way. That's a good reason to not work. All right, so we can set up a marine stabilizer like so. And then we can also set up a protein harvester. Now, it won't let us set up here because we don't have enough light, but that's okay. We can make do with only one. I don't think we need two right now. Like so. And that should be enough. We should have enough power for this as well. 2, 4 power, and we produce 4 power. Fantastic. So we are golden for that. That's going to actually help our food situation out just a little bit. But in the meantime, because we're expanding our light base, we do need to set up another coal generator. Perfect. Perfect. Couldn't have made it any better than that. Here's the $1 million question. There we go. Made that work really well, actually. I'm kind of happy with that. Now, by doing that, we can extend it over here. We had enough power. I'm shocked. That works in our favor. So we're moving steadily out there. So we've kind of built up. And I guess we didn't really need to do this because we found a more easily accessible item over here. Now, why are we running into an oxygen supply issue? They only take 1. We produce 4. We're not using any. Why is it not operating? Hang on. Let's take a look at this. It should work. Oh, that's weird. Why is that not producing oxygen? Come on, base, do something. Oh, you want to know why it's not producing oxygen? Because I didn't connect it. There we go. But there was a... Hang on. I don't like the way this looks, number one. And there's a little thing right there. There we go, that's better, okay. That was a little weird little... I guess a weird little issue, but we'll take it. We have 2 people working on the submarine factory, which is kind of weird. We don't need that. Get you off those. And we need to set up our alloy furnace. So we want to do this with over here because it's going to make the most use of a self-contained oxygen grid. And we want our... Hang on, I can't see anything with that on. All right, where can we set up our... Making this awfully hard to use. Okay, we'll go like this. We'll use the existing power network that we built, and I think we just need to get 4 fails in a row. Oh my goodness. It's the worst that we could have expected. When we don't have any... Why are we not... Bizarre. And we have a mining sub that's sitting idle. Great. Okay, there we go. I think we're fixing our food situation. It's taking us a little bit of time to get some high quality food, but we're finally pulling in high quality, which is going to work in our favor. And I think it's going to give us enough room for us to kind of continue to utilize what we have. My only concern now is coal. Our coal consumption is 8, and we're only producing 7 per day. Not quite enough. Do we have another coal? So now we have to find another coal quartz. That's all we can find. Well, let's hope. Here's what we're going to do. Let's set up a sonar tower over here. And then hopefully we'll find some fuel somewhere around in this area. Because we have technically enough for 45 days. If we don't do anything, it's going to be 45 days. And we're building up quite a large amount of food. And we have, okay, perfect. So we're getting some clones coming in again. The only downside is we've run out of power. So let's go ahead and turn this off. And we'll look for some fuel. Say for fuel. Oh, we got a ton of resources though, so that's going to help us. The only downside is all we found were just some small coal deposits, which are not ideal for what we were hoping to find. It's going to have to do. We're going to have to make it work. So that's okay. Maybe on the edges? Nope, nothing. Okay. We can make this work. And while we're doing it, we might as well send out some additional items. Okay. Here's how we're going to make this work. It's going to get us just a little further. It's so close. So close. Oh, goodness. Okay. We do have another mission. So our sonar is picking up something moving above the research facility. We don't have an ID on the target yet, but it looks unusually large. It could be a false reading. I don't think anything is ever false in this game. God help us all. Whatever just hit us was huge. Descriptions among the crew vary, but we think it's a living creature. We need to take measures now. Upgrade our lighting system to output UVC light. We can unlock this ability in the tech tree. Did something actually hit us? Oh, I hear an ominous noise. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's gone though. That was a very, very quick attack. Oh, there, it's coming back again. Oh no. Not the oxygen generator. Anything but the oxygen generator. Oh, okay, well, I guess it is what it is. We'll take it. The attack is over for now, and we will go ahead with that. And we've utilized the last of the resources, so we can go ahead and assign some people over here. Spread the wealth. And go ahead and we can destroy this now. We don't need that sonar tower anymore. But we are running into a power and a population issue again. So there's one thing I'm kind of annoyed with this game a little bit about, and this is, I'm trying to be optimistic here. I don't like how, and maybe I just haven't played it enough. I can't find the synergy between everything. Normally there's synergy. Hey, Overseer, it's Philip Ferry's birthday today. We were hoping to throw a surprise party in their living quarters, and I know it's a lot to ask, but could you take 20 food from the stockpile for the party? You know what? It's Philip's birthday. It could be his last birthday, so of course, take as much food as you need. And that's actually going to get us some additional crew relations, which we are in dire need of. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we might actually have enough to unlock the modern living quarter. And I don't think the modern living quarter takes any crazy resources. Nothing of the sort. It just takes quartz and steel, I believe. No, quartz and concrete. We need concrete. That's the one thing we're missing. So we're going to go ahead and place this guy down. And it is going to give us a power issue, but that's okay. We can make it through. We just need to get some more people out. But we need to find small copper deposit, concrete deposit. So we need to get over here. Now the best way for us to do this, as bad as it sounds, is we're going to have to set up a light tower. Like so. What's that going to give us? It's going to give us copper deposit, concrete, a quartz extraction point, which we can utilize. Although they're finite, so everything else, like coal is not a finite resource, but everything else is, from what I've seen so far. So we have to be careful about what we set up. Why is this not working anymore? Because I was clicking the wrong button, that's why. So we'll go ahead and set up like so. We will extend the power network all the way over. A little bit of a jump there. And I think we need to set up... We're going to need some extra additional power. That's unfortunate. How much power does this take? 5. 5 power. Cheese and rice. Okay. We need more resources. We can make do. So let's go ahead and send out another... We'll send out some more explorers. Let's see what we can find. Don't have anybody in the hospital at the time, so that's A-okay. And we need to fix our recreation situation. So let's go under life. No, not life support. Did I not unlock it? I don't think I unlocked it. That's my bad. They're going to be a little angry with us for a little bit. But what we're going to do is we're going to set up some recreation. And they only have to be set up near the... they only need to be set up near the working location. So that's something that we can work with. Would have been ideal. We're going to set up a mining relay right here, but we'll have to deal with this one over here. It is going to give us quite a bit, which I guess I finally found copper, which I didn't think I was going to find copper ever. So I guess first time for everything. We can go ahead and turn this off. It's going to fix some of our power situation. It is impossible to tell how far this cave system stretches for, but we are going to need to be extremely cautious. We want to explore it as if being this deep underwater wasn't bad enough without having to fear about a cave-in. All right, so let's investigate it for some wildlife. We did find 2 additional genomes, which we're gonna need because we're not doing so hot. We've had an abundance of failure lately. We don't even have enough concrete to get what we need. That's unfortunate. So let's hope we can get some more concrete by assigning even more people to go and explore. We'll hope for the best. And hopefully we don't lose anybody. So we've expanded. We need to unlock the UV mode, and we need to send an expedition over to the distress signal. How far? Oh, a vestige from the war in the not-too-distant past. Leaving here would be a hazard for our own submarines, but we do have the capacity to disarm it. If we succeed, there's plenty of steel to salvage from it, but do we want to take the risk with one of our own crew? Let's exploit it for resources, and we've gained 30 steel. The really cool thing is it actually assigns the resource right away, which is something I'm thankful for. Oh, we haven't, our exploration sub has not returned yet, so we'll need to worry about that. Okay, so let's see what we need for this distress signal. We need 5 crew members. Difficult. Oh, we don't even have enough crew members to to spare to send out that exploration sub just yet. But we'll have to make do, I guess. Why are they? Oh, it's because I have to assign the bait. Oh, that's kind of annoying. All right, it doesn't just auto assign. Come on, come on. Maybe we can cheat. Can we cheat like this? Oh, I guess we could cheat. Okay. So we could do something like... Oh, no, it doesn't work that way. I was thinking like maybe we could send a... we could send a sub to explore just like a drop-off point and hope for the best. But I guess we'll work with what we have. We'll work with what we have here. I thought we had 2 people working in the hospital. I think we can spare... And we can spare that. Let's go explore another coral reef, and hopefully that's going to get us the resources we need. Do we have enough to build? We don't have enough to build an outpost. We're short 15. All right, what if we turn this off and turn this off? Does this give us enough power? 5. We're only producing... It doesn't give us enough for that. Are there any resources we can spare over here? Nothing. We need the concrete. We need that concrete. Okay. How can we make this work? We can't even build enough for that. What if we destroy this? If we destroy this, we're going to get quartz back. Not good enough. Oh, goodness. We're in a little bit of a bind. I want to fix this before we end this episode. My goal is to fix this. So we'll place that there. We'll extend our power just a little bit further, and hopefully we'll find we'll find what we need here. All right, let's see. Resource beacon. It's not looking good. It's not looking like it's in our favor. Quartz. Iron. Iron. Oh no. Quartz. Concrete. Because we got concrete all the... can we reach this one? Oh my god, we can. Came in the nick of time. Okay, we've fixed our concrete issue, and we're moving in the right direction. We might as well search for some fuel over here. I don't think there's anything. Oh, there's something right here. That's bizarre. I think we thought we would have found that by now. Another coal deposit. Okay, things are looking up. Things are looking good. Some points of interest, and we keep on recharging. One more recharge. And we'll set out, just see, maybe there's some habitats. There's quite a few over here. Okay. All right, I think we're going to leave it there. We've found a new beast. Oh, I'm starting to worry. That was unintended. Starting to worry that my mind is turning on me. These days, when I catch the eye of a friend in the break room, it's like they don't even know me. Colleagues I thought I knew are now treating me like a stranger, but life on the surface feels so distant. I have so many fond memories of my mother, but I struggle to recall the sound of her voice, and she feels like a stranger to me now. Have any others reported feeling this way? Am I the only one? Let's send him to the hospital. Under supervision in the hospital, it was revealed that the crew member was suffering from something akin to cognitive dissonance, a complication of the cloning process. Through a series of grounding exercises, they can assimilate better to their environment and return to work. Oh, I guess that wasn't so bad. We lucked out there. All right, I think we're gonna leave for here. We've continued further along. We are back in another food issue. So again, we're gonna have to set down something. I guess we could probably turn those back on, but we'll get to that. We've moved further along in the story. We found a giant. I'm assuming it's going to be Cthulhu here. Let's be real. It's going to be Cthulhu, and for some reason we have a ton of power. I'm really confused about that. Seems really awkward, but we'll figure that out. In the meantime, guys, I just want to say a few things. Of course, feel free to leave a like, drop a comment, let me know what you think of the game, let me know what you think of the content. If you're feeling up to it, it would be really cool if you could subscribe. It just lets me know I'm doing a good job, and I'm doing this to kind of better myself. I want to explore new things and challenge myself in new ways, and this is how I'm doing it. And of course, ciao for now, everybody.